The New York Mets defeat the Dodgers 6-1, and they win the season series and secure home field advantage in the playoffs if they are to play the Dodgers. So, what I really want to talk about though is this moment here. This happened. First of all, I didn't like it. Okay, I think they're behaving like school children when the substitute teacher is in the room. They're not behaving like professional baseball players. You would never see this type of behavior coming from the Yankees. And I know the Mets are not the Yankees, but the Yankees are a pretty good thing to aspire to be like, right? Like 27-time world champions. Like there's something the Mets should aspire to be like. Like, yes, be yourself, be the amazing Mets. You got to believe all that stuff. But this is clown shit. And it's not a good look. I'm sorry. Um, that's why they pay Soto the big bucks. That was from Keith Hernandez. He threw that out there. And I got to be honest with you, it was a good little dig because this is not why they pay Soto the big bucks. And so far this year, he has not quite shown that he deserves the big bucks. Obviously, Juan Soto's presence is immense. I believe he will put the team over the edge. I see these things. But with that said, you know, he has gotten off to a slow start. And I've always been one to say, why do these baseball players just get a free pass for starting off slow? Because the season is long. If you or I showed up to our shift and for the first hour of the shift, 2 hours of the shift, we didn't do much and weren't productive, our boss would pull us aside and say, hey, what's going on? And I guarantee you, if you said, hey, boss, take a chill pill. It's only 2 hours into the shift. I got 6 more left, take it easy. It's early. That ain't gonna fly. You gotta show up to work, ready to work, and to be productive. And this is, he walked, I think, like 3 times tonight or something like that. Got on base a lot tonight. That's great. But I want to see him swing the bat and hit the ball. That's what I want to see more from Juan Soto. The walks are great. They are. But he gotta wake up the bats too, and he is starting to come around a little bit, it seems, but I didn't like this. This seems a little bit cliquey for one. You got Alvarez here, Soto here. I don't know who this is. This might be Siri. Someone tell me who this is. And then Mauricio here. Mauricio, and then Marte, of course. Marte, in my opinion, is the ringleader of this crew. He is the veteran on the team. He's got the most years of service on the team, I believe. Or at least he's up there with, like, most years of service and also, like, best resume in that years of service, so to speak, right? Marte is definitely a veteran on this team. And you see him with the young players here doing this bottle flip thing, 6-0. They first started doing something where Acuna, I'll pull it up right now, Acuna was pretending to be a catcher, and this is 3-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Listen, man, the Dodgers are one of the best teams in baseball, and they are the defending champions, and they bounced you out last year. Show a little bit of respect, and, they could score 3 runs and tie this game any given inning. The Dodgers can. They have that good of an offense, especially with the top of their order. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman, 3 MVPs. They got a 3-headed dragon, so to speak. It's the Dodgers. 3-0. I don't want to see this. Even 6-0, I don't want to see this. Again, this is just unbecoming behavior. It's like immature. They look like young kids, little kids. It's just, maybe I prefer a little bit of stoicism. You know what I mean? People, when I was saying this, I was posting this places and getting reactions, and people's reactions were, oh, you must be fun at parties. Listen, dude, I don't proclaim to be fun at parties, number one. And number two, I don't think being fun at parties is on, like, the 10 Commandments or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not like thou shall be fun at parties. Like, no. Everybody has different preferences, and everybody, your kind of fun might not be my kind of fun, and vice versa. And that's okay. We're all allowed to like different things. Me, and how I am at parties got nothing to do with what I'm seeing here. And what I'm seeing here is just it shows a lack of maturity, bro. Just straight up lack of maturity, lack of professionalism. They're at work, okay? They're at work. This isn't in the schoolyard where, you know, we're just BSing around, okay? You're a major league baseball player for the New York Mets. Again, you would never see this from the Yankees. And I've never really seen this. You know what I mean? This is one of the first times I've ever seen this kind of behavior and these kind of antics. And I don't like it. Here's Juan Soto with like the biggest smile on his face he's had all season after he gets the bottle flip. But, you know, I want to see him smiling after he hits a home run. I want to see him smiling after he gets a base-clearing double. That's when I want to see him smiling, not after freaking bottle flips. You know, like, just not for me. Also, look at Nimmo, deadpan. Jeff McNeil was deadpan. Pete Alonso was deadpan. That's what I mean. Like, it was very cliquey. Like, you had Starling Marte, Mauricio, Soto, maybe Siri. I don't know who that guy was. Again, tell me who that was. You had Alvarez there. And then you had, I didn't see Lindor. Lindor wasn't around for that. I didn't even see Lindor in the dugout when they panned to the dugout. But, you know, the coaching staff didn't look amused. The other players didn't look amused. They were just doing their own thing, sure. But it's like, I don't know. I don't like it. Last but not least, there was a moment at the very end of the game when they all got together in a ring around the Rosie-esque circle, and they were doing the celebration that I guess Pete Alonso tried to start, which is where like they lift up one leg and then they lift the other leg, and they're kind of like, I don't know what it is that they're doing, but they were doing it and they only did like one leg, and Pete tried to get them to do the second leg and they didn't do the second leg, and it kind of looked like awkward. You had the music playing, and you had Gary with his sign off and everything like that. So, you know, if you're not really paying attention, you would have missed it. But that certainly did happen. And Soto also looked reluctant to do it. Like, it looked like he didn't want to do it. He was the last one into the circle. Just very interesting things. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully I am making a bigger deal out of it than should be made. But I don't like it, and I want to know what you think. How do you feel about this, New York Mets fans? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more. Thank you. You are all appreciated.